Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have a review of a Converge Kamen Rider figure. Yes, there are actually, like Gundam Converges, there are also Converge figures for the Kamen Rider series and they are pretty neat. So here we have the Converge Kamen Rider number 94, Kamen Rider Grease. Now the odd part about the name is that when it comes to Gundam Converge figures, they're actually called Gundam Converges, but for Kamen Rider stuff, they're actually called Converge Kamen Rider, like this. So I just kind of found that a little bit odd, but hey, who cares? Yes. Here you see is Kamen Rider Grease, one of my personal favorite Kamen Riders in the Kamen Rider series. He's from Kamen Rider Build, and I am a big fan to the point where I bought and reviewed both his the Premium Bandai exclusive SHF Kamen Rider Grease and Grease Blizzard. And I also have pre-ordered the Perfect Kingdom form from the movie, and I believe that should be arriving either next month or so this month or next month if I remember correctly, but yeah. So here we have the rider. So funny story is that I had to order this twice because number one, I ordered just a figure. I really wanted to get a Kamen Rider Grease, and I ordered it, and guess what? When I ordered, I opened the box, and this is what came out of the box: Grease Blizzard. Now I was never aware that, or I wasn't really aware that they had secret versions, because there were secret versions in the Gundam Converge series on the old ones, but they stopped doing that. So being Converge figures for Kamen Rider and being a recent one, I thought they stopped doing the secret versions, but apparently they didn't. They keep going on with secret versions. They don't reveal what the secret version is on their website. They just mention there's going to be one secret in the set. So it doesn't. So of course, it's pretty easy to guess because there's not many variants with certain Kamen Riders, so you can just look at the series list and then guess which one would it be. But I'm not being fully aware, the Kamen Rider Grease Blizzard came out and I was extremely happy. But of course, I wanted the original version, so I had to order it again. And luckily, this time I got the original version. Okay, so let's get on to the review. So, for those who don't know, these Converge figures are basically small collectible figures. They're not too big. They're actually pretty small, as you can see. With the height compared to, with my stand. So here is a typical Gundam Converge figure. This is the newer version of the Full Armor Gundam, not the old one that has a secret version. The old one, it looks so basically this is the newer version. The older version would be very it wouldn't look too smooth as this. So basically they have been changing a lot of styles and design, and the older version does have a secret, which is basically the blue Full Armor Gundam version. So either way, my point is that these are pretty much the same height as a typical Gundam Converge figure there. So to be more specific, I believe they should be about, well, wrong way, they should be about 5 centimeters just up to the head minus the horn. So yeah, these things are about 5 centimeters without the stand. So if you include the stand, maybe a little bit more, but about 6 centimeters. But yeah, so that's pretty great. So these are one of those figures that are pretty cheap and comes with a piece of candy actually. If I buy these in Korea, I believe they usually come with a gum. Like Gundam Convergence would come with a soda flavored gum, but if you buy Kamen Rider Convergers, they come with a piece of candy actually. Not that great of a flavor, but still. Okay, so let's get on to the review. So let's start with the basic one. So here we have Kamen Rider Grease from Kamen Rider Build. He uses a splash driver instead of a build driver, or at least originally. So here we have, let's look at the belt detail since we're at the belt at the moment. So okay, maybe I need to back up a little bit. So there we go. Here we have the belt details. So we have the basic details of the belt, but they are not really colored well. So they got the wrench yellow correct. The bottle section, the robot jelly bottle, well, technically it should be gold, as the gold you see all over the rider, but they went with just yellow and no actually robot jelly symbol on them or anything. Granted, these are pretty small, so I don't really care for that part, or it would be pretty tricky. But yeah, the belt itself, while we have the details on them, they would definitely need more coloring. So I don't know, maybe I can work something out. And let's look at the head. The head, they actually did a pretty good job on actually making the overall armor on the head and on the chest actually clear, or yeah. So of course the color, I mean, I think they could have gone a little bit more clear, but I think it's just right okay. I mean, At least the SHF figure art version was a little bit lighter, so you could see the eyes more properly. But yeah, I mean, it's not like you can't see eyes. And I've tried it. I've tried it, and this part does not really come out. And right out of the box, the head horn or the fin is a separate piece. So be careful when you're dealing with that piece as well. The chest piece has also been done very nice with clear plastic. And looking at the arms now, the interesting part with Converge Kamen Rider figures is that the head does not twist or does not pop off, unlike Gundam Converge where you can actually take off the head. That's not really the case for Kamen Rider Converges, or as far as I know, unless these are just more stuck there. And let's look at the arm. We have the actual proper symbol on the shoulders, they have been done very nice. I think they might be water slides, I think, because they don't really look painted on, at least for me, but I could be wrong. But they did a pretty good job not to look pretty natural. When it comes to the figure version, the SHF, this part of the shoulder armor does move separately, but this one does not actually move. But the arms do rotate and and you can pop them out, I believe, but this one's not coming out. But some figures that do actually have their arms popped out, but this one seems to be a little bit on the stuck side. Alright. Other than that, that seems pretty good. So on the stand, we have a hole on the feet and the peg on the stand. Nothing too special. These are pretty. I believe these are pretty standard Converge stands. The older the series, they should be providing like the clear versions, like the Convergers. But yeah, I think they decided to go with this entirely as well. All right. So that's pretty much it for the proper base form for Grease. Now let's look at Grease Blizzard. Grease Blizzard was only actually used in the original series once because the guy who made him the proper transforming device for this form mentioned that if he actually does transform into this form, he's gonna die. And despite that, he did use this for a certain purpose. But still, they did a pretty good job on this. The only complaint I have is number one, when unlike Kamen Rider Grease, where he's actually standing up straightly. This version seems to be a little bit staring a little bit on the downside. So it could be just the whole angle here. So I guess I could make another hole on the other feet and make him stand more up properly. But yeah, so the difference in terms of design is, other than the color, is that now instead of having a clear visor on top of the head, he has now just a fully face without anything on it. And they also did a pretty good job on the red eyes. Of course, the shape it's a little bit different. I mean, they didn't do a perfect job, but still, they did a good job to get the basic elements of the rider design. And then on the shoulder, we have the 3 crow symbol and the robot jelly or robot full bottle symbol here. And then the back, nothing too special. The arms actually do rotate, and well, this one still doesn't want to pop out. And instead of a simple hand on the left arm, we get a full claw. That looks amazing. Of course, the claws do not move on its own. And yes, we actually do get a build driver with the Blizzard Knuckle. Seems like, I think they have the basic details in there, but we don't really see, but they didn't really fully color it. So there's still going to be a lot of work to do, because the handle should be colored with some black as well. And we don't really see the bottle there. I mean, there's a square there, but that's pretty much it. But the build driver itself looks pretty okay, and we still even have the bottle holsters on the belt and yellow, and that's pretty much it. So keep in mind, this is the secret version, so if you want to have a chance to actually get the secret version, you have to either buy the whole box set, which actually comes with these other 5 riders. So 89 would be Kamen Rider 01, 90 would be Kamen Rider Vulcan, 91 should be Decade from the Zero version, so basically a Neo Decade. 92 is something I didn't expect, but this is basically the stage play version of Zangetsu, his upgraded form. So this should be like something like non-canon, I believe, or whatever. And 93 of Riderman. So if you buy the whole box, I believe you should be getting 1 each, and then there should be 2 repeats. One would be Kamen Rider. You'll be getting 2 boxes of Kamen Rider Grease, and then the other one should be DK, as far as I know, because this guy also has a secret version, if I remember correctly. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you also like collecting Gundam Converges, and you're also a big Kamen Rider fan like me, you'll definitely like these figures. And once again, I am actually trying to make a RPG style tabletop board game using these Kamen Rider Converge figures and Gundam Converge figures. So yeah, hopefully I can show you guys like a simple mock battle with these figures someday. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Converge Kamen Rider Figure number 94, Kamen Rider Grease. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave them comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.